What's up, everyone? This is Dolf Al Emara with Keller Williams Realty. Today, I'm going to have an interview to talk about an interesting topic, which is distressed homeowners partnership. I have with me one of the giants in real estate. I will let him introduce himself. If you are an investor and you want to have a unique way of like partnering with homeowners, listen to the end because we're gonna drop a lot of gems in this episode. Thank you so much, Sam, for coming to the interview today. Please tell them your name, your company name, and how long you've been in business.
All right, all right. Thanks for having me, Dolph.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, you've gone through a lot of work to set this up. This is
Absolutely,
awesome.
absolutely.
It's my
for
pleasure
you.
to be here for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
And my name is Sam Sadat. My main purpose in life right now, as you know,
Yes.
and for a long time, has been to help other people succeed by investing in real estate. I've
Amazing.
experienced it myself firsthand for now about more than 3 decades. And I find it very exhilarating. And honestly, it's also a very powerful way to achieve your financial goals.
Exactly,
You know,
exactly.
I always tell everybody, including my own sons, and of course, you guys hear me talk about at our real estate clubs, that we talk about the importance of controlling your time,
Exactly.
controlling your life.
Exactly.
Okay, and as an employee, you can never do that. As an employee,
Absolutely.
you're slave to someone else. As an employee, I'm sorry to say that, but you know, you're living somebody else's dreams, not your dreams. You know, and
Exactly.
the whole bottom line that
So
the
true.
reason we're born is because we want to follow our own path,
Exactly.
our own, you know, our own dreams, not living somebody else's. You know,
Absolutely.
so real estate will give you that ability. I have been doing. I'm actually by education, I am an engineer, actually physics. I went to University of Texas in Austin. I'm not going to tell you what decade because then you're going to find out my age. But yeah, and
Why switching to real estate then?
that's very interesting because when I got out and I got my first job, believe it or not, it was at a toy company, Mattel Corporation.
Uh-huh.
Back then, they were a giant in the industry. And they had a research and development department where mechanical engineers and various other people, some electronic engineers too, because it was just the beginning of those electronic games. Remember those old
Yes.
football games? You know, they had like little, you probably don't even remember.
The pixels.
The pixels,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
So we worked there, and I looked around. Not only I had to spend so much time every day commuting, and then also on top of that, you know, somebody else is telling me what to do, and I look at all of that, and then I looked at my, you know, my superiors, see how much money they're making, and
It's like normal salary.
it didn't impress me.
Yeah.
You know, I figured, oh, I want to make a lot more than that. But more than money, I wanted to free up my time. Because I figured, you know, once I get married and I
main
have
goal.
kids, I
Yeah.
have kids,
Spend
I
more
don't
time with your
with
loved
your
ones.
family,
Yeah.
especially with your children. You know, these are the fruits of your labor. You know, and you know something that you got to be proud for bringing it to this world, and you're going to educate them. So I realized as an employee, there ain't no way I'm going to be able to accomplish that. I
So
said,
then
"This
you
is not
switched
gonna happen."
to real estate.
Exactly. So I had a good friend in the San Fernando Valley, Rick, and he kept telling me, Sam, come on, man. He did my home loan. He says, you're so good at it. You can make a lot of money, you know, come on in. And he was in the mortgage business.
Okay.
So anyways, I started doing that part-time at night to see how I feel. Then I liked it because it was like socializing.
And more rewarding.
Rewarding, and
Yeah.
also I'm talking to people.
As much as you work, you get commission.
Exactly.
It's not like limited.
like a
Yeah.
limit on your you know,
Like
on
a
your
cap on
income.
your income.
Cap on your
Yeah,
income, yeah.
yeah.
And then also the fact that I was actually talking to people, I wasn't playing with things, you know. And I said, wait a minute, this
And
is so much.
I know you like social
Oh, I love it.
interactions.
Yeah, I love that. Actually, that kind of brought me out of my shyness because, believe it or not, I was very shy when I was, you know, growing up. So that helped me.
That
So
makes us too.
yeah, exactly. And here's what happened. In about 6 months, I was making more money working part-time for Rick bringing
Than your
loans
W-2.
and I said, wait a minute, I'm happier with this. I'm helping people. This is teaching me about real estate.
Talking to people.
Right. I was good at math, so I said, this is ideal. So much to my father's chagrin, I left it and I got into, because he said, oh, I paid all
Good
this
decision.
money, you go to school,
Good
da, da,
decision.
da. But I think it was a good decision.
Yeah, awesome. So let's talk about distressed homeowners.
Yes.
What are the characteristics of a distressed homeowner?
Distressed homeowner, yeah. Distressed homeowner in a real estate transaction could be either the homeowner is distressed because they need money,
Like missed payments.
they miss payment, they're headed for foreclosure, or they have some unfortunate thing happening in their lives where they need a chunk of money for a medical scenario. I don't know. There's so many.
Like divorce,
Life
medical.
is so so dynamic.
Loss of job.
Loss of job. Yeah, this is so amazing that people ask me all these questions. So why would somebody do that? Because life is dynamic. Because everybody's needs are different.
Yeah.
So distressed homeowners, or the property could be distressed.
Yeah.
In many situations we have not the owner necessarily, but the
Maintenance.
property needs a lot of money to fix. They don't have the money.
Yeah.
Property has got some foundation issue. Property maybe it's got a couple of liens on it. So the distress is not just the homeowner, it's the distressed property.
Itself.
So yes, as a whole it would be a distress situation. So
Got it.
there is a need on the part of the owner to sell the property and free up his cash.
Sounds good. And how do we find those distressed homeowners?
Distressed homeowners, the best way, of course, as you know, public records. Okay. So anything, for example, like a notice of default, we call it NOD,
That
as
triggers.
you know, NOD. So when that is filed on the property, that becomes a public domain.
Okay.
So immediately the information is out there for the whole world to see.
see.
Obviously, you can get those. The companies like PropStream,
Using
Property
software.
Radar. Yeah, these are platforms and software where you can actually find distressed homeowners, meaning or properties, meaning a notice of default has been filed. Right?
Sounds good.
But everybody knows about those.
Okay.
Right. In order for you to get the ones that are not public record.
Yeah. How do you
You pay a lot more money. There are listing companies out there that they're able to tell you if something is a pre-foreclosure, meaning in this sense that the NOD or notice of default hasn't been filed, but they got several late payments.
Okay.
So once you get those lists, then it's up to you to get on the phone.
And it's a software.
And it's
and a membership.
Or a list that you can buy. But I'm pretty sure everything is like, digital right now. Yeah.
Do you have a name of that service?
There are multiple ones. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of them are in Florida. Some of them are in Utah. A lot of different companies. You got to find out your needs. The only
Caveat?
difference between the two is when a notice of default is filed, on the property, the urgency kicks in.
Exactly.
Because
you have a certain amount of time to respond.
Exactly. Prior to that, the homeowner is saying, "Oh yeah, everything is going to be okay. God's going to drop a whole bunch of money on my lap."
Unrealistic.
They could happen, but very, very seldom.
Hey.
Or they say, "Oh, maybe my aunt Agnes or Uncle Goober is going to come give me." So they're in total denial.
Okay.
The notice of default is filed. The urgency starts kicking in. They have 3 months. And then 21 days within the last period, the 21 days, that's when they get really, really kind of like shaken.
And
the
reality
denial
kicks in.
That's right. The denial is out, and now they've gone through periods of depression. They bargained, they did all of that, and now all of a sudden acceptance. Oh my God, we're about to lose the home. What are we going to do?
Exactly. Yeah. So let me ask you the follow-up question, which is, how do we partner with such homeowners in distress and be their lifeline without being the shark?
Right.
To do the right thing, help them, and maybe make some profit along the way.
Obviously, the system is designed for us to make money, to earn money. But in order to do that, a true capitalist system, you got to give a service.
Exactly.
You give a service. That's why I find a lot of these companies that without giving a service, they're worth billions of dollars. So how in the hell is that even conceivable in our worldview?
Yeah.
You got to deliver a service, and the service is to help the homeowner. So your question is good. why can't we be the lifeline or lifeblood for them and not the shark? Okay, the sharks are, okay, you got 700,000 equity in your property, you're in distress, here's 10,000 for you, give me the deed to the property, goodbye Charlie, out of here.
Wow.
That's a shark. And
That's a shark.
essentially
Take advantage of
the homeowner,
when they are in need.
steal their equity. That's
Yeah.
like equity stripping.
Yeah.
Okay, so you steal their equity from them, and eventually this could make you a lot of money. Some of the homeowners,
But like internally,
it's the
it's not
worst.
gonna-
Yeah. If you're a decent person, you want to do it ethically. So therefore, we came up with this strategy,
Yeah.
partnering with the distressed homeowners. So
yeah, tell me more.
instead of trying to strip their equity, giving them a little bit of money, get out of here and property is mine, we approach them by how can we solve your problem? Okay, you're in foreclosure, property needs work. Okay, how about this? How about I pay to bring your mortgage current, meaning that I pay all your past due,
Stall the foreclosure.
Exactly. Stop the foreclosure process because I'm paying all your past due bills. And then on top of that, I will fix up your property, bring it up
That's
to the
great.
current, updated, upgraded market level. And then we sell the property and then we split the profit. And the split, here's the kicker, the split is always the lion's share of the profit goes to the homeowner. Beautiful property sold for a lot more than what they expected.
Exactly.
And here's your share.
And the credit score is not affected. There
all.
is no foreclosure on their
record. Yes.
They can get a loan
Absolutely.
after.
Absolutely.
And everybody is happy. They exit. They get the profit they need, and they are not stripped away from years of building equity. That's really cool.
This
I
really
like
cool.
It.
Yeah,
I like
and this is the one we've done successfully. I do that with Art, and he's going to be speaking at a real estate club, both clubs, Sam's Real Estate Club and Greater LA RIA. He's going to be talking at both places, and this is the one I like because in every transaction, the solution, the ethical solution is the best solution.
Always.
And that's to help the homeowner out of foreclosure, like you said, save their credit, foreclosure, which is a major issue, and then yet they walk away with a chunk of their equity.
Awesome.
And that's we call this profitable partnerships with distressed homeowners.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. I learned a lot from Sam. He is great at explaining things and especially partnerships with these kind of like tough situations. So if you are a homeowner or if you are an investor, let us know, contact us, and we will give you more details about how to use this strategy. Thank you so much, Sam.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next video.
And good luck.